Hello, my cybernetic family. It is I, Cyberleo the Hedgehog, and welcome to another video. So, back again to back again to talk about some things about what happened last year about with me before I had this headset. So, so so I heard one of you, well, some of you have known about my past, but you guys haven't knew the full story about it. Not my OC, not my OC, my IRL life. So, when I was born with well, kind of like a disease, but it's called sickle cell. For shorting things out right now, my blood is different than anybody else's. So, I I get easily sick. I get easily sick if like I don't know how like I get lots of like stomach aches and stuff. Stomach ache, like the pain will go anywhere in my body. My legs, my legs, my stomach, my head, ev and get a cold or something. I don't know. So that's why every day I go to the. So like some of the times, if I have that kind of pain, I go to the hospital. I go to the hospital and like think what it was called. I think it was called pneumonia. That's what it's called. That's when every time I get like pain and stuff. So how a sickle cell gets. So if two people, well, two lovers both have sickle cell and gave it to the baby, that's when they have sickle cell. But if a sickle cell person and another person that doesn't have sickle cell, the baby will be fine. And I was the unlucky one. I had sickle cell because my parents both had sickle cell. My my mom my dad and mom my I'm sorry, it's a little hard to explain it, but my mom and dad, they both they both had sickle cell. I I didn't understand it much, but I understand the pain about how I felt. My my dad, I mean, some of the times I do see him in pain in some ways, and in some one time I did see him in a hospital once, I think. My mom, my but my mom, on the other hand, she was the worst one to have more of the pain. When I was born, she had internal bleeding, so she stayed at the hospital for about 3 months or something. I don't know. I'm still. It's been a while. It's been a while then since my dad had told me the story about it. So for a little while, well, a little while, I had me and my mom had spent time together a lot, very, very, a lot. I was more closer to her than ever. She was, uh, she was my happiness when I was a kid. Sometimes I disagree some of the times with her, but I know that she's only doing it because she loves me. That's all. So, but one day when I got 100% on my test when I was in elementary, I had I was excited because my dad promised me he'll give me a game on the App Store on the App Store if I get 100%, and I did. So I wanted to show the game to my mother, but she was laying down. She was like in pain or something. I wanted to show her later, so I left her alone. I had to go to my karate class. I went back, I got my tablet, well, my dad's tablet. I went back upstairs. I wanted to show it to her one more time to see how she thinks about it, but she wasn't in her room. She wasn't in her room about it. So, a little while, she was at the hospital. I was scared. When every time she's at the hospital, I'm scared of losing her. And it kind of granted me that she passed away when I was 8 years old. I was the pain of losing her. It was way worse than ever. I had the anger of losing her was bigger than ever. Then I met Then my father had invited my stepmother and stepbrother into the picture. Now my stepmother, I think she's a great lady to hang around with. She's always she's fun, she's fun, she's always curious about things about mostly about my life. Some of the times we both disagree on things and argue some of the times, and some of the times it's always a bad one. I still care for her. So is my stepbrother. Not all the time, but he sometimes me and him were way worse, kind of a bad on and off relationship. But main point is, after she died, I was an alone kid, kind of an alone kid for middle school. I barely had friends. Things, well, kind of my ADHD kind of problems, but I was just saying this, but that's not my main point of telling you this story. This last year, this this year, but last year, I went into gene therapy. Gene therapy for saying this. Gene therapy is kind of more my trying to keep my sickle cell from not getting worse, to not have me have more pain or pneumonia ever again. So, well, I will be showing a little pictures in there. Well, showing you pictures in there. So here's a few of them. In all of those pictures, I was in that hospital dealing with chemo. The chemo for how I felt in that medicine. I thought, while saying this, I felt like I was in a fluff. I thought I was on a fluffy. I thought I was on a fluffy. I thought I was on a fluffy cloud. Just I was on like a fluffy cloud doing just doing. I just my god, my controls are dying. But I was feeling like I was on a fluffy cloud doing like a hard. It was like a fluffy hard rock that I can't move on. And the picture that you're seeing right the picture that you're seeing right now, that's how it was feeling like when every time I close my eyes and try to go to sleep, I have like a really strange nightmare, and it was way worse. Like every time I wake up, I I was scared that I might die, but I was lucky I didn't. But I lost some of my lost 5 things in my kind of thing. I lost my hair. I grew that back. Oh well, I lost my taste buds, my sense of smell, and my kind of skills of karate. But the main thing I lost was kind of being myself, kind of thing, from my anger and stuff. But I still have my anger, but just I'm still trying to control it because I kind of lashed out on some people in this headset, but that's not I'm not that's not the point right now. So after a little while of like a few like it only took a month. So after I was done with the chemo for 5 days, I was dealing with chemo for 5 days. They wanted to just see my blood and my numbers go up a little and just see all that. But thanks to all my family members, I shout out to my family members, my grandma, my granddad, my dad, my stepmother, and my stepbrother. I shout out to you guys. Thank you guys, and I appreciate for you all to stand by my side since when I had my gene therapy. So it was a lot to take in, and I don't know how, but it was just a weird feeling when the chemo hit me. I thought it was just I felt like weirdness, and my taste buds were weird. But right now, when after I got out of the hospital, after I got out, I was isolated in my room. That means isolation. I was stuck in my room for a little while of time. Well, isolation to stuck in the house for the rest of my time for a little bit. It was not it was not that great a little to stay alone in my room. Sometimes, well, for going crazy, I talked to my plushies. Yeah, you guys can laugh about it. I was talking to my plushies. They, they kind of, I kind of imagined that they were talking about shrimps and prime ribs, but I get it. So, after a little isolation, I went to my grandparents' house. We went to, we were just talking about what I need for my room, for my isolation, like a refrigerator. Well, which we took that out of there, some more sheets and stuff. And then, well, my grandmother, thanks to her, she got me my headset. It was after I put it on and did Batman Arkham Shadows and VR chat. It was great making new friends. I mean, yes, I can admit this. I was let loose a lot when I was here, like a lot. I was letting like a lot loose when I was just doing the VR chat. Let loose a lot, doing the worlds and just going around and around and just doing my thing. Wearing these avatars, like, hey, hey, I mean, I'm a magic guy. I'm a magic goat, and saying this, and no, it's not a fanboy. It's a literal Prince of the Darkness, which I love to wear. Well, sometimes it's just my main, and some of the times it's not. But but getting off the point right now. That there's lots of things I wanted to say about when I had hospital things. Yeah, I went. Yes, I went back a little while back. I went back to school. I went back to school and hang and had my old friends back. But my classes were kind of struggling. But hanging out with my friends, they were. I mean, some of the times, well, it was all fun. I love I love being at school now, but now it's kind of getting challenging since we're doing state testing now. But right now, just gene therapy. And saying this, I was the I was the luckiest kid because I was the last one to sign up for free to get into the hospital. Yeah, I got signed up for free to get to do this last trial. There was a little trial for me to do it. I was the last one. Literally, I was the last. Like I was a lucky one to do it. Yes. So so the hospital gave us kind of like a VI kind of a VIP for the P for my my parents and grandparents when every time they try to leave the house and go to the Ronald McDonald's house near the Children's Hospital, they have like a VIP pass so they won't have to pay to get to the gate. They just rode out of there, just go into the Ronald McDonald house and sleep over there. Well, I sleep in my room. Well, sleeping in my room was not well. It was comfortable if you count with the stupid chemo, which just sucks. But all that, all that comfortable. My room was, my room was nice. Having the people that stood by me on the wall, my decorations of Mario and Sonic on the wall and stuff. I could have a better job than that, but yeah. Other than that, I I kind of just say this. I know that my mom had passed, and saying this, I wish she could see me. Well, I know she's seeing me now. She's seeing me now doing all these crazy, crazy, going best and worst times in my life. But I know this. She's inside here. And, well, mostly here, but she's mostly here. Not in my heart. Because, saying this, that was my best 8 years to spend with her in my life. I I know I wish she would stay here a little longer, but I missed her, and it was the best moments of my life with her. And okay, I mean I'm getting a little emotional, a little bit just. I can say that this video is getting a little emotional because yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, I know she's proud of me to see that I'm growing, doing great things in life right now. I know she's seeing me try to be successful and try to do me. But I'm saying this. For my IRL parent, my grandparents and IRL parent, I leave by saying this. Thank you for the bottom of my heart. Thank you for standing by my side and my rest of my life. And I know you guys are standing with me until the end of time, until you guys pass away, until I pass on. But there's lots of things that I know that I need to. There's some things that I can't fix, but I can. But saying this, I may have can't. I may have not or not. I cannot change the past, but I can affect the future and move on in life. She may be gone, but she's still in my heart. In each and every one of us. We well, not all of my fans, but all of my IRL family. Everyone that stood by her and stood by me. Thank you all. And saying this, there was a GoFundMe about me doing my donations. They almost I don't even remember the numbers about it, but thanks to them, that's how I got my headset and did all these awesome videos for all of you. Yeah, other than that. And yes, and yes, Grandma, Granddad, I will see you guys in the weekend, and but I would like I would like some pizza when I get there because Pete, because why? Hmm. Let me think. Calabunga, is that a great confess to say, or should I say, or should I say, pizza, please, or can I please have some pizza because I'm a Mario. Okay, but yeah, this main point is thank you all for standing by my side. And my fans, well, not my fans, but my cybernetic family. Thank you all for 611 subscribers on my channel. I want to grow grow. In saying this, my grandma told me this. I remember a conversation too, like last week on Sunday. I remember she says, "Can't let anything change who you are." But saying this, I mean, she wants me to do these videos, but can't do them the wrong way, like all the other videos I did. I want to do it that makes me who I am. And that's why I'm making these videos. The videos that you see on the shorts, you see them. You see the shorts. They're being me, and I am me for you all. I know some people have I know some people may kind of dislike me for something I did in the past because they can't let go of it, but be but kind of be in my that kind of be in my shoes about how I did things. But just saying this. Yes, I this is the true me, and I will want to show you and I will want to tell you more if you guys understand about how I felt for all of these years. But but that's all from me right now. Be sure to like, share, and hit that bell icon for me to release new videos like this or the episodes that are gonna be coming out, which is the racing video, the Kingdom Hearts video, and the Dragon Claw video. Also, leave a nice comment. Some of the comments that I see for the recent time, thank you all for the nice comments. And I say this, I'm King Cyber Leo the Hedgehog, signing out, telling you all to have a great rest of your day. And always this, my cybernetic family. And well, that goes to you as well, to my IRL family. To live awesome. Alright. Have a great night, my cybernetic family. It's